So the future of robotics. Future of robotics, to me, it's very clear. We're going through a revolution right now. The first 50 years of robotics was really dominated by good mechanical engineering. So we got fantastic robots that could operate 10 years at a time with minimum service. However, there was no sensing, there was really no intelligence, it was just a dumb mechanical gadget. That's being revolutionized right now in terms of we're getting much better sensing, we're getting much higher degrees of intelligence into the robots. So we've only seen the first wave of a robot revolution that will initially be changing dramatically because of improved sensors. That will generate one generation, and then slowly we'll get more and more intelligence into this, which will allow us to do a lot of applications that we've never seen before. So that makes it very interesting to be in robotics right now, because we've had the first wave, that was the mechanization. Now we're going to get the smart, robust systems that can work in less structured environment. And the third revolution is going to be when we build real intelligence into these robots. We'll see it across production, services, healthcare, and strategic applications. In manufacturing and supply chain, we'll see a number of really interesting new applications where we will streamline the application. We'll start using robots for very small series manufacturing. It'll be the third arm of a factory worker. It will really help you do things that you could never do before. For the service industry, it's about streamlining, so we will have an economy that changes from being a commodity-based economy to a service-based economy. So I won't buy my next Porsche. I will get access to it when I need to get access to it. That will very much be next generation robotics. In healthcare, it will be helping us do surgery much better than today, getting much better radiation therapy. And then finally, it will also be about how do we help people do aging in place? How can I help people stay in their homes as you lose your memory, as you lose your mobility, to allow me to have a clean home, to allow me to get out of bed, get dressed, have a shower, and prepare a meal, and will give us much higher degrees of independence. Finally, we'll continue to see challenges where where we either have wars, we have earthquakes, we have various kinds of natural disasters. There we will use robots to go where no man should go. So what do I think about implications in society? It'll allow us to do economic growth where right now we have sort of a separation into regions. That we'll get a flat world again. You can manufacture very close to where the customers are rather than different regions. So I think it'll allow us to do economic growth. This will also allow us to feed people everywhere in the world. Today we don't have the manufacturing capacity to be able to feed people anywhere in the world. We will get to that level. We'll be able to do high quality food for everybody. We'll be able to get clean water to these people. I think it will allow the aging people to live in their homes for a longer time, so we'll get a higher degree of quality of life. It will allow us to compensate for the various kinds of defects that we have as we grow older in terms of mobility, in terms of memory impairment. So we can improve the quality of life tremendously without increasing the cost. So the quality of life that we would typically say we've had in parts of Europe will spread to the rest of the world because we can provide this without increasing the cost. So we can democratize robotics so that everybody can have access to give us the kind of services that we want to have for having a higher quality of life. One of the big challenges that I think we'll have is that we will have a big discussion about how accessible is this going to be to everybody? Is it really accessible to everybody? So how do we make sure we don't generate the haves and the have-nots? It's going to be a very important discussion. And I think it's going to be very important to have a discussion about ethics. What is acceptable use of this technology? How do we make sure it's not getting abused? How do we make sure that privacy is being honored in all aspects, not only digital privacy, but also, do I want robots to touch me in all sorts of ways? Maybe not. So we need to have a very important discussion about this. I think it's very important that we have a very broad dialogue. we can't afford to have the engineers lead that discussion. We need to have philosophers, priests, all sorts of people engaged in this so that all of the different sciences are a first-class citizen on defining next generation robotics.